It was a wonderful week filled with exceptional speakers, friends, family. I hope you've learned as much as I have. We're going to start with some congratulations. Congratulations to our 2025 champion auctioneer, Mr. Tony Wisely. Tony had to take off, but let's just give him a big round of applause anyways. Our rookie champion, Jordan Lawrence. We have to give him a round of applause also. But he had to take off also. So we do have one of our champions in attendance. Ringman champion, Mr. John Berner. Let's give him a big round of applause. At this time, if I could have John Schultz to the podium, please. John, you'll be installing our new officers. John is a past MSAA president, and he is the current president of the NAA.
Thank you, Kevin. If I could have all of the officers and directors of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association please stand. It is my pleasure and privilege to officially install each of you as officers and directors of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association. I congratulate you on the opportunity which has been given to you to serve this wonderful organization. I know that you will be faithful in the performance of your duties, looking always to the interest and welfare of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly, yeah. I mean, you could do that too, I guess. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully execute the duties of the office to which you have been elected, conforming to the Articles of Incorporation, bylaws, and Code of Ethics of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association? If so, please say, I do. May I personally extend my congratulations to each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-2026 Minnesota State Auctioneers Association Board of Directors.
Thank you, John. If I could have Kurt Johnson please come to the stage. There he is.
I have a question right now. You don't have to stand up, but raise your hand if at any, when you first came to this association, if the Hall of Fame the next year paid for your registration to be here. Raise your hand. All right, take a look around. All these individuals came to this association. You put them down now. Follow instructions well. All of these individuals received a free registration to their second conference. Are there any individuals in this room right now who are here for the very first time? Okay. Okay, 1, 2, okay. In a few minutes, I'm going to walk around. Would you please, if you have business cards or write your name down, the Hall of Fame is going to pay for your registration to come next year. What? We're going to pay for them both. There's only 5 of them, Frank. We have more money in our account. Get over it. Hall of Fame, you can throw me out, but we have 5 people. We're going to bring them here. If they come back, dang it, we want them here, okay? Audible, okay? Unaudible. So we're going to come around there. I got thumbs up from some other Hall of Famers. We can't get people to come back. Let's pay for them to come back because we know if you come back a second year, you'll be here forever. So I'll walk around. I'll get your names and numbers, but we're not going to chase you. You have to contact us, and we'll pay for you. Yes, plus your spouses, Frank. Don't worry about it. We've got the money. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Hall of Fame, for them first-time attendees. I was a recipient of that a long time ago. At this time, I'd like to recognize 3 individuals in no particular order, but we are going to start in order, actually. I'm going to start with a director that has served with us, Ray Caruso. Could I have you come to the podium, please? Come on up here.
Are you gonna take a photo?
Yep.
Where's Callie?
I got to read, too. You stand on this side, Ray. Hold that for a second there, buddy. Okay. Ray, I want to thank you for your term on the Board of Directors. You've always been a big part of many decisions. Your knowledge and wisdom has always been key. We thank you a whole bunch for serving. I appreciate it very much, my friend. Hope.
Oh, act like we like each other. Thank you, Ray.
Next one up, Mr. Ben Graff, can you come up to the podium? Ben, thank you for serving time on the board. You have been a rock. You've been that guy that I can ask to do any job, and I know it's going to get done no matter what time, energy, project. You will be missed. Dylan Calamine, come to the podium, please. Dylan, I want to thank you for the service as a board member. You've been excellent go-to about many issues. You've always seemed to have great ideas and always have been a great support. Dylan, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Okay.
That's what it takes, guys and girls out there. You got to have good leadership behind you. And they've been awesome to work with. All of them up here. But at this time, I'd like to call Luann Finla and Mary Care Wolf to the podium for some scholarship things.
Hey, good evening. I'm presenting for, we had 2 scholarships we're giving out this year, and these are incredible scholarships. They're $5,000, and it's just wonderful to be able to be supporting these kids. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Better? Okay. The student that I'm going to be presenting for is Peyton Kendall, and he is the nephew of Uncle Carrie and Aunt Anita. I can never say their Osmus. Thank you. And I'm just going to give you a couple things out of his essay. And it starts off with, he hit some high points here as far as leadership skills, communication skills, problem solving. Learning these 3 skills throughout my time working in the auction industry has provided me with many benefits, not just in the auction industry, but in school, sports, and many aspects that have been a big impact on my life. Through this has made me strive to always be the best person I can be. I have shown me how just doing everything so little could make someone's day. So I push myself to do this because of what I have learned and seen within this industry and many other things I have done in my life. Peyton, if some of you know, he is up by Fargo. He was going to come down, but with the weather and not being familiar with the Twin Cities and needing to be back up tomorrow morning, he made the choice of not coming down. And I just realized I have something from him, but it's on my phone, which is at the table. So I will be right back. Oh, it's in my purse, I think. Dun, dun, dun. It's so nice to have help. No. Thank you very much. And this is from Peyton. I'm sorry I couldn't attend the conference. This scholarship means the world to me. It gives me the ability to pay for some of my school, which it helps me achieve my goals and my academic future. It will go towards me paying for my business management degree in marketing, sales, hospitality services with NDSCS. I'm unsure what, there goes my phone. I'm unsure what I'm going to do after school, but I want to do something that deals with the business. Thank you so much for the scholarship. It will go a long way in helping me with my future. Truly, Peyton. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mary Carol Wolf, and I am pleased to announce that our second scholarship recipient is Avery Hansen. Here's a portion of her application essay. Sold. This 4-letter word evokes a whirlwind of emotions. Depending on your role, whether you are a seller, a buyer, or an auctioneer. There's relief, excitement, and an undeniable rush of adrenaline. When asked what my parents do, I've always taken pride in my response. My dad is in the auction industry. It's not just a profession, it's a legacy that embodies community, family, and lifelong friendships. It demands a broad variety of knowledge, adaptability, and a willing to embrace various challenges. My learning extends beyond observation. It is deeply rooted in hands-on experience. Since I was 10 years old, I have been actively involved in our family business. While I may not have always played a leading role, I have consistently contributed by fulfilling the task at hand. The variety of work has not only been enjoyable, but has equipped me with essential skills, marketing skills, social skills, and efficiency. Each of these tasks has played a crucial role in shaping my career readiness and instilling a strong work ethic. The auction industry has undeniably influenced my identity and aspirations, from observing the dynamics of business to gaining practical experience. I've cultivated the skills necessary for success in any entrepreneurial endeavor. Congratulations to Avery. She could not be here tonight. Her dad, Bryce Hansen, will be accepting the scholarship on her behalf. Bryce? Oh, there he is. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
On behalf of Avery, I'll I want to thank you. If you know Avery, she would be is delighted to get this. She's in Whitewater at an business entrepreneur degree, and second year, and she works 3 days for us as well as a full-time student. So she's a hard worker and will greatly appreciate this. She's actually on a trip to Tasmania, of all places. So, but that's where she's at right now. It was a great opportunity for her that came up, and she was able to do that, and she would love to be here. But thank you for the support, and thank you for the support of all scholarships over the years. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Bryce. All right, since we're talking about scholarships here, we have this little plaque that's underneath here that's got this guy's name, Rick Behrens, on it. And this has been always involved here for many years. Yeah, thank you, Dave. I'd really appreciate that. Rick Behrens, their scholarship, I mean, all that money goes back into there for if someone's going to auction school, going on to more things. But usually the champion auctioneer sells that, but he is not with us tonight. So Dylan, if I could have you come up. Dylan's our previous champion. He's still a previous champion. Dylan is going to sell it. And John Berner, are you running around here? John's right over there. He's our current ringman champion. And I'm going to let you guys, if you win the bid, you can put your business card on. This is kind of a traveling type thing. And you bring it back next year. But I'm going to turn it over to Dylan, and let's raise some money, folks.
Well, you bet, ladies and gentlemen, an honor and pleasure to be back up here to do a little bit of big calling for you this evening. Outstanding tradition here, several business cards in there, people that have had the opportunity to do this, and it's your chance to add yours to that. Now, from my understanding, you put that in there, and all the money you raise is going to go to the scholarship fund, and then you're going to bring that back next year. We're going to sell it again and do the deal again. So, John, you ready to go to work? I think with that, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Auction's on. You tell me, and how much? Somebody give 100 to go. To where? Now, 100 out of another big 200. Now 3. Well, 300 out of another 3. 3 out of another big 300 out of another 3. Now 4. Well, 400 out of another down 5. Now going to be 500 out of another 5 out of another big 400 out of another down 5. Well, 500 out of another big 4.5 real quick. Hit 400 out of another big half out of another big 4.5. Kurt. Hit 500 out of another big 5.5. Hit 500 out of another big half out of another big 5 out of another big now 6. Well, 600 out of another big now half out of another big now 7 out of another big 700 out of another big now half. Well, 7 half out of another big 700 bid halfway. Hit 700 out of half down 8. Now going to be 8 half out of another bid down 9. Now going to be 900 out of another bid down 915 out of another bid down 1,000 bid. Going to be 1,000 out of down 11. Hit 1,100 out of another bid 11 bid. 8 bid about 1,000 bid 11. 8 bid 1,000 out of another bid 1,100 out of another bid 1,000 bid 1,100 out of 9. Add the land down here down 1,000 out of another bid. Somebody get 1,100 out of 9. Yep. Sold it. $1,000. John Schultz, 40040. John Schultz and the Graph Organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, John. Awesome, awesome deal. Yes. All right. Thank you again, Dylan. Thank you again, John. Thank you, John Schultz. Give him another big round of applause. Thank all you bidders on it. Thank all you bidders on it. We surely do appreciate it. Now we're going to change in the program a little bit. Best of Show Award will be coming up, and Members' Choice Award will be coming up. If I could ask Kaya Kokish to please come up to the podium wherever she is. There she is, Kaya.
For the marketing contest this year, there were several really deserving, many deserving entries for Best of Show. Now, not always, the judges always ask this question, can we choose a Best of Show that was not the winner in its category? And for 2 years running, I know for sure, that has been the case. The entry that won Best of Show this year was not chosen as first in its category because the judges felt that it just didn't really fit perfectly in that category. We will get this trophy to this person because they are no longer attending tonight, But the winner of Best of Show is Whitaker Marketing Group for their campaign that was in a folder. If you saw it, it was a whole sales campaign. And he is the winner of the Best of Show. The next award I'm super excited to give out, and it's so much fun for us in the marketing contest to do because it's Members' Choice. Members' Choice, of course, you each had the opportunity to vote for, and it's simply what you as members felt was the best overall piece that was submitted this year for judging. The winner this year, and they have a beautiful trophy if you see it down there, it is for Members' Choice. Members' Choice this year goes to Black Diamond Auctions for their mailbox. Colonel Frank and team. Thank you all.
Okay. All right there, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Black Diamond Auction Company, on your big truck there. Best show, congratulations to Whitaker Marketing also. I'm going to turn this back over to Kai again. She's going to talk about some Hall of Fame things.
As most of you know or read in the magazine, Hall of Fame for the Minnesota Auctioneers has been a long-standing, very prestigious award. In fact, it is the greatest and highest achievement and award that is bestowed among two very deserving people who have dedicated so much time and years to the association. Whether it's serving as president or serving on a board of either the regular membership or the auxiliary, it is the biggest honor that can be bestowed among one of our members. We're really a very group of family, like we always talk about, and this too is a family of members once you become and are inducted into the Hall of Fame. In 1987 is when the General Membership Hall of Fame began. Then in 2004, the auxiliary started a Hall of Fame for the auxiliary. I have a side note. There's an auxiliary member sitting in the room. Her name is Deb Ediger. Do you know Deb? I was told that you have been here for 50 years consecutively. Is that correct? You've been attending for 50 years consecutively. That just doesn't happen by accident, folks. I would say so. That's definitely worthy. And thank you, Deb, for all of your years and years of service to the auxiliary and the Hall of Fame. I like to call her Mama. We just share that term because that family is super dear and very important to me as well. When we start these inductions, what we will do first is ask that the auxiliary inductions go first, and then we will move into the general membership inductions. Could I ask Luann Finala to come up to present the Auxiliary Hall of Fame?
Thank you.
You always let the cat out of the bag, don't you?
I'm sorry?
You always let the cat out of the bag. Yep.
Well, I get the great honor of doing the auxiliary's new induction. And this lady grew up on a dairy farm with 5 siblings. As one of the oldest, they were very involved in all aspects of farm life, including field work, caring for the animals, and the younger children. Fond memories include playing in the woods, fishing, and swimming. Always having a very strong work ethic, excuse me, she worked 2 jobs to pay for a trip to Germany in high school, in addition to caring for her young siblings and helping on the farm. It was at a high school bonfire where she met her to-be husband. She always said she didn't want to marry a farmer. Holy moly, I can relate to that comment. Good thing he was going to school to be a diesel mechanic at the time. After high school, she continued her education. That guy from the bonfire, she did marry. She worked full-time until she had their daughter when she decided to stay home and do daycare. Then her husband decided to pursue his dream of milking cows. So she supported him and started his dairy operation while buying a herd and renting a barn and land. While they had their dairy herd, she always had 100% involvement. This included baling, unloading hay, driving tractor, helping with farm chores, and feeding animals while working full-time. She worked at a local clinic for over 20 years while also teaching second grade religion and caring for their daughter. She has always held many volunteer offices and positions, including Council of Catholic Women, 4-H Club officer, and dairy superintendent at the county fair, where her daughter showed dairy at both county and state levels. She was an adult chaperone at the state fair trips and also chaperoned many of out-of-state band trips. While her daughter was young, they spent her many summers growing and selling vegetables at the farmer's market. Her genuine, caring, and loving nature shines through everything she does. You will often find people saying if you need help with something to ask her. No matter how busy she is or what she has on her personal agenda, the moment someone is in need, has surgery or a new baby, you will find her dropping everything to stop and offer assistance or or deliver a hot meal. She currently works in a ministry at her local church, where she has founded and leads a group support group. She enjoys spending lots of time with her family and 3 young children. Her husband, remember the guy from the bonfire, has always had an interest in auctioning. He has worked with a local auction company since he started milking cows, which eventually led him to be a self-taught auctioneer. When he told her that he wanted to join the MSAA and attend a convention, true to her nature, she attended and offered support, despite being indifferent, as auctioneering was his thing. However, as they continued to attend annual conventions, she met many friends and became involved in the auxiliary. She has served on the auxiliary board as vice president and president, and also involved in the scholarship committee, along with lending a hand with craft projects and bingo. I'm proud and honored to present the next Auxiliary Hall of Fame member, Mary Carol Wolf.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'm extremely honored and very surprised. As I said, being in the auxiliary is just so important as far as meeting people. If you haven't joined us yet, please do. And two, like they said, this is Mark's thing. thanks to the Edgar Auctions and your family for all these years, always considering us family and giving Mark that opportunity to live out a dream that he just really loves. So, thank you. Love you too, all of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks again, everyone.
Introduce Melissa
Oh.
Curtis.
Yes, this is my daughter, Melissa, and her husband, Curtis, my sister, Julie, and you know the Edgar crew. Again, thank you.
The General Membership Hall of Fame will be next. And most often what happens is that the inductions are read by a current Hall of Fame member. Sometimes that just can't happen. And it can't happen because it can't be helped. People get sick. LaDon Henslin was scheduled to read the next inductee, but instead, very graciously, we have Alan Henslin to come up and induct the first Hall of Fame member of 2025.
Okay, appreciate it. Ooh, here we go. Thank you, Kai. I was asked to present this speech on behalf of Hall of Fame member LaDon, as he's under the weather currently at home. He's watching, but really wanted to be here tonight and is under the weather and just did not want to get anybody else sick. So he sent this speech to me. Some facts about our next Hall of Fame inductee. Graduated from auction school. Family was not involved in the auction profession. Grew up on a farm and worked very hard from a very young age. Has been a part of and helped conduct hundreds of successful auctions in Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Oregon, Arizona, and Pennsylvania. Has been a great supporter of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association, a past MSAA board member, served on many committees, and has donated time to many charity auctions. Lifetime member of the NAA. Some would give this person a slim chance to make it in the auction profession because this inductee was a shy and reserved, but they underestimated the perseverance, determination, ethics, and hard work that he possesses. A workhorse. Count on me, whatever it takes to get the job done kind of guy. And most important, he is honest and trustworthy. Worked with many MSAA and NAA members, including Al Wessel, Matt and Kevin Marion and the Marion family, Dennis Beliski, Mitchell Seamers, Lefty Norling, Abner Jacobson, Wayne Pike, and the Henslin family for 34 years. He is an expert on the Minnesota Twins. He found his life partner in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know him, our little brother from another mother, Mr. Frank Roaring. Thank you. Awesome. Do you want to do that? I'm going to read one more thing, and I'm going to have you do that, okay? Frankie and Rose, come on up. I'm going to read one more thing, Frankie. This is a message from another Hall of Fame member that was unable to attend, and he sent something into LaDon and then shared it with me. I have known this inductee since he became involved in the auction industry over 3 decades ago. He has always been an example of honesty and good character. He is always more than willing to work together for the common good of both the buyer and the seller when conducting auctions. I know there is no one who will be more appreciative of being selected in the esteemed class of 2025 MSAA Hall of Fame honorees. You've earned the honor, Frank. Congratulations. Best wishes, Colonel Al Wessel.
Frank, on behalf of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association, I present to you for your outstanding commitment and excellence and contributions to the auctioneering profession, 2025 member of the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Kaya.
Thank you. This is very surprising. Really appreciate it. Thank you. It's good to see some of my family here. That sister, my aunt, my cousin Julie, her boyfriend Mary, Rosie, Robert, Rose's nephew Brad, and her sister, and then a good friend of ours, Doug Haas, and his wife Sharon. Thank you.
Way to go. Congratulations.
Okay, Frankie, come on back. They get second thoughts. They want to take the lead.
And making his way to the stage is Todd Houghton, who will be the presenter and inductor of the second Hall of Fame member for 2025. And here's the mic.
Good evening, everybody. This story starts out like many before. This year's Hall of Fame inductee was born and raised in a farm in Minnesota. He is a first-generation auctioneer. His interest in auction started at a young age of 10 years old. Being raised on a dairy farm, he would regularly ride along with his dad to the local auction barn where they would sell their bull calves. He would spend hours upon hours at the sales barn watching all the cattle sell. He was so interested in auctions that in school he did a report on auctioneering. As part of the report, he had to go up in front of the class and sell a few items. His wife said it must have worked out as he passed that class. She said maybe he didn't pass any other classes, but that one he did. After high school, he was farming, working construction, and in 1984, at the age of 24, he had a good friend ask him if he would be interested in attending auction school. His reply was, why not? It sure couldn't hurt. So often in Mason City, they went to Worldwide College of Auctioneering. After returning from auction school, the owner of that same auction barn he spent hours upon hours at asked him if he would be interested in helping out the sales barn, which he accepted and worked his way into the head auctioneer position, along with doing auctions off-site. In 1989, that owner of that sales barn entered him in the Tri-State Livestock Auctioneer Contest in Fargo, North Dakota. There he met a Minnesota auctioneer who asked him, do you belong to the MSAA? His reply was no, but sure would like to. Shortly after that time, he became an MSAA member. In 1993, he entered his first MSAA bid calling contest, attended his first convention. In 1996, he drove through the blizzard with his wife, pregnant at the time, to Wilmer, Minnesota, entered and won the MSAA bid calling contest. He has attended every MSAA convention from 1993 to present, attending all educational seminars and a few after-hour seminars as well. Winning many awards in the marketing contest. After a number of years at the sales barn, the time came to step away and concentrate on auctions that he was conducting off-site. With the help of his wife, daughter, son, and family and friends, he conducted farm sales in southern Minnesota, real estate auctions, antiques, and collectibles. He also donated his time to hundreds of benefit and community auctions over the years. One auction that he still is dedicated to this day is the Geneva Cancer Auction, which he has been involved with for 41 years and has been instrumental in raising millions of dollars in this small community. He has conducted thousands of auctions over 41 years. He has had the opportunity to work with many of you in this room, conducting auctions throughout Minnesota, Iowa, many other states, and the Philippines. He considers this opportunity the greatest honor and rewarding. Kerry Osnes was unable to be here. He sent me a note. He wanted this read. This is so from Kerry Osnes, Hall of Fame member. I met this inductee at the Tri-State Auctioneer Contest in Fargo, North Dakota back in 1889. We had an instant connection that led to a lifetime friendship. I encouraged him at the time to become a member of the MSAA. He did and has remained a dedicated and active member since. He represents our membership as one of our MSAA championship auctioneers as well. I consider him a great champion for the auction industry and very deserving of the MSAA Hall of Fame. Congratulations and welcome to the Minnesota State Auctioneers Hall of Fame family. So today I introduced to you an auctioneer, a farmer, a gravel pit owner, a husband, a son, a father, a grandpa, a brother-in-law, an uncle, and a friend, and to some, Ernest T. Bass. Your 2025 Hall of Fame inductee, Tracy Holland. All right, so we got a plaque here, Minnesota State Auctioneers Hall of Fame, Tracy Holland, 2025. And by the looks of it, I hope you brought your checkbook because there's a big crowd over there.
Are you going to go somewhere? Are you going to take a picture? Oh. All
right. Good luck. They're all expecting to drink.
Yeah, okay. Man, what an honor, folks. I'll tell you what, that's unbelievable, but here's what... Okay, I got it. Well, I'll tell you what. If any of you, I don't know how many people have been to Allendale, Minnesota, but half the town's right there because Allendale's only consists of about 600, and I think I got 300 back there. So that is crazy. You know, I surely do appreciate all them guys. I can't believe it. I can see why you didn't walk up front because nobody would be able to see anything. So, but anyway, I mean, there's so many people to thank in this business, you guys, over the years, and most of all, my wife, my kids, Abby, Derek, son-in-law. We got Alec. And these two little special girls here, I just arrived in the last 3-4 years. We got Benelli, we call her Nellie, and we got Delaney. And she calls me, what? Papa, you want to talk? No? Yep, she's going to give me a high five, I think, but that's good too. So anyway, yeah, especially for these guys putting up for me this many years, and there's, of course, you know, being in the auction business, there's a lot of PR work that works after pretty late at night, right, Lori? So she hung in there. I've had a few. I learned how to duck from frying pans and everything else over the years, but you know how that is, Kev? I'm just kidding, no. But anyway, I just like to thank the association and MSAA, you guys, for the contacts, the phone calls. Everybody that I worked for over the years, you auctioneers, I don't want to start naming names because I know I'm going to forget somebody, but you know, there's one that I know that Todd's speech there that he said that, and I got to bring it up, Dennis. Where's Dennis? Is he around? He was here just a minute ago, but yeah, there he is. Yeah, he knows exactly what I'm going to say, I think, but I got the opportunity. Dennis says, Trace, would you be interested in going to the Philippines? And I said, gosh, I would really love to go to the Philippines. That'd be great. So he got all the arrangements put together, and we went to the Philippines. I mean, this can go on for hours, so I'm just going to get to the point here of the one thing that we went over there. And Dennis, he's selling along, and we're selling automobiles, basically. And I don't know if it was the first one, Dennis, first automobile auction over there. I know you guys sold a lot of heavy equipment, whatever, but yeah, first car auction. So we're over there. I haven't a clue what I'm going to do, you know, but so over there, I'm going along. Dennis got done selling. He goes, Trace, you better take over from here. So I'm selling, and I'm selling, and I sell this automobile for $200,000. And the whole crowd comes unglued. You remember that, Dennis? I thought they were coming after me. I didn't think I had a fighting chance getting out of that country. But what the problem was is you're supposed to sell in pesos. So I sold them in dollars, and they were supposed to be pesos. And boy, that didn't work out too good that day. They go, yeah. But anyway, that's what I'll never forget. Go ahead, Dennis. Yeah, it was $400, but I sold it for a pretty high price, but that didn't work over. But and another thing about that, we're too far away because I thought I was going to get fired, but Dennis didn't have no backup on that one, so I had to stick around. So anyway, yep, again, folks, thank you very much, and thank the family. And I can't even start. You can see that'll be here till Tuesday, trying to introduce everybody. I see we got Wisconsin people and everything. There you are right there, old Udi. Where did you get the Holland auction and real estate one? You must order that thing special. Yeah, if it's anybody's going to do it, it's Judy. There's your Ellsworth, Wisconsin man right there. So anyway, again, folks, I'm gonna thank you very much. I sure do appreciate it.
Congratulations, Tracy. Yep. Take her down.
She was just asking if Tracy's group would move to this side of the stage, and then if you wanted some pictures, she can do that too. Jerome is over there. He'll just ask you either through the hall or probably through the back hall would work just fine. Thank you. I will tell you too, ladies and gentlemen, that there are special rooms set up for each induction. So Mary Carroll's room is the Eagle room. There's a quad of rooms right across the hall. The Eagle room is actually kitty corner and that way. There is the Bear. The Bear room is out the door and to the left, the first room there, and then Buffalo is behind it. Wolf room is up here. So Tracy's room is the Bear room. Mary Carroll's is the Eagle, and Frank's is the Buffalo. The Wolf, I'm gonna let him tell you whose it is.
Thank you, Kyle. All right, Carl Roddy is my name, and it's already smoky in here. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow MSAA auctioneers, friends, and family. Photo op. It's not my op. It's going to be another guy's here pretty quick. Tonight, we're here to honor a man who could easily be mistaken for a football player, basketball, baseball, track, or a lumberjack, but instead he chose the auction world. He's tall, he's built, and when you first see him, you might expect a booming, thundering voice to match his size. But no, this giant of a man speaks with a gentleness that could probably lull a barnyard full of animals to sleep. His soft-spoken nature is a surprise to many, but somehow when he leans into that microphone, people listen. I don't know how he does it. He's tall, he's a gentle giant. He can get a crowd to bid big without even raising his voice. That was really smoky in here. Anyone else bothered by that? Is it just me? Okay. I got it. I got it. I bet there's some right down at this end of the table that has some too. This man started in the auction business at the age of 8. Picture this little kid helping out at auctions, doing everything from setting up tables to serving lunch, probably wielding a broom twice his height at age 8. And as he grew, he never left the business behind. Over the years, he's done it all: clerking, cashiering, booking, working the ring, loading out equipment, and of course, bid calling. If it involves auctions, he's done it and done it well. And even though his voice may be soft, his presence is anything but. He's been a force in the business for decades. He didn't just inherit the auction profession, he was born into an auction dynasty. On his dad's side, he's a second-generation auctioneer, and on his mom's side, he's a third generation. With so many family members in the auction business, I'm sure family reunions sounded like a 3-ring event. He's even got family members in this very Hall of Fame. So he's had some big shoes to fill, and he filled them and then some. Over the years, he's become a powerhouse in his own, building a successful auction business that has become a staple in the industry. He runs auctions across the spectrum: antiques, farm, heavy equipment, real estate, livestock, you name it. And it doesn't stop there. He collaborates regularly with other auction companies, including me and a couple dozen that if I mention them all in this room, I'm sure I'd forget some, but there's many in this room, as well as working locally and internationally. That's right, this humble, soft-spoken giant also left his mark overseas with Tracy and Dennis and a bunch of other guys, auctioning off trucks, heavy equipment, with a level of calm that only he could pull off. There are probably bidders halfway around the world who still remember this whispering giant who came to auction. He's been a loyal member of the MSAA ever since 1996, serving on the board as vice president, now back on the board again, making sure things go right along smooth. He's won bid calling and rookie championships, encouraging countless new auctioneers to take the stage, and he's attended nearly every annual conference since he joined in '96, often with his family by his side. Speaking of his family, his favorite role these days is being a dad. Since his daughter was born in 2019, he's made it a priority to bring her along to the annual MSAA conference and show, wanting her to grow up with a strong sense of community. Can you picture it? Future auctioneer, following the footsteps of her tall, gentle dad, maybe even mastering that soft-spoken smile of his, or telling jokes on stage, or singing a church hymn, right, like she did a couple years ago. And maybe your dad will teach her how to play musical chairs that we all saw him do up here on stage as we were getting ready for dinner. And let's not forget his dedication to community. For years, he's hosted benefit auction sales for local organizations, some for over 2 decades. He's raised more money for good causes than he takes credit for, lending his time and talents to everyone in need. He may speak softly, but his impact has been enormous. Tonight, let's raise a glass to a man who proves you don't need to shout to be heard, who spent a lifetime building a legacy one calm word at a time, and who always is ready to lend a helping hand, whether it's here, at home, or halfway across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you want one? It's my honor to induct this year's Hall of Fame, Minnesota Hall of Fame inductee, one of my good friends, Mitchell Seamers. We got a plaque for you. The Minnesota Auctioneers Association Hall of Fame, presented for his outstanding commitment to excellence and contributions to the auctioneering profession, inducted January 2025, Mitchell Seamers.
Wow. Well, I'm at a bit of a loss. Lost for words, to be honest with you right now, which is strange, but I've got several people to thank. And first and foremost, if it wasn't for this association, there's no way I would have the friends and family in this room like I do, would have had the opportunities that I've had, and it's from having people behind me pushing me in the right direction. And that starts with my family, my mother, my father, my Uncle Wayne, and Merity obviously had a huge part in my being involved here. My Grandpa Al, my Uncle Bob, my Uncle Gordon, so many people to thank. I come from little town of Malacca. My mother is from Princeton, my dad is from Foley. I've got good family behind me on both sides, second generation on my dad's side, third on my mother's side. You know, they taught us right. They raised us right, taught us to do the right things and work hard, and here we are. I've got a lot of people to thank in this room. So many of you I've worked for, and the Henslins, the Merings, the Reinhardts, Dennis, Bob Helbling, so many, Carl, Ray, there's so many. I know I'm going to forget some of them, but Kurt, to be able to Matt Schultz, to be able to work with all of you, John Schultz, several auctions. Man, we've worked, Kevin, the whole Mering crew. I mean, we've worked hundreds of auctions together. We have, Alan says it's his room, but it's my room in their basement. You know, it's like family. I'm so thankful for my family, and I'm thankful for the people in this room who are friends that have become family. You know, and my my life really changed when I met Sarah, and to have somebody like her behind me, and then be able to be blessed with this little girl at the point in life that I was, has changed my world. Does this mean I can retire now that I made the Hall of Fame? And no, no, it doesn't. But I know I'm missing a lot of you that I've worked with. There's been hundreds of you that I've worked with over the years. I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, truly appreciate it. And once again, I'm very thankful for all you friends that have become just like family to us. You know, there's been ups and downs, and you've helped me through it all. And you all know who you are. If I've missed any of you, I apologize. You know, we've been on so many deals together, and I truly am very thankful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, this is my mother Karen and my sister Marissa, and that whole crew of hooligans over there. I appreciate you coming. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mitchell. Okay, the Wolf Room will be for Mitch, so if you're looking for Mitch, that's where he'll be, in the Wolf Room. How about another big round of applause for all the Hall of Famers? Next in the program, I'd like to present a very special award. It's the Golden Gavel Award. It's a special moment for the president to say thank you to a member that has exceeded expectations of other members. This year, I'm honored to present the Golden Gavel Award to Dylan Carmine. Dylan, come on up here. There you go, Dylan. Dylan, thank you so much for grabbing the bull by the horns. Thank you for being a board member and taking on all projects at any time and working with the whole system to make it better for the future. I especially appreciate you attending all the Zoom meetings, even the ones that you were in your truck on the dashboard. I thank you very much and appreciate your time very much. Thank you.
Kevin.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Nope, we gotta go.
I thought they outlawed smoking in these casino rooms. I thought all the those kind of moments were over. This is very unexpected. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. I knew there was one of these left on the slate, and I had no idea, and I am at a loss for words. To the board that I served with, and the few of you that are sitting out there, Ray and Ben as well, it's been an outstanding 3 years. It has, and I've had the opportunity to work with some excellent presidents along the way as well, and I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, there was a few of those board meetings where I was sitting on the dash of the pickup from finishing the morning of hog barn chores to late at night right before I had to go into a church meeting. So, and to everybody else that's helped me along the way, all the auctioneers I've worked for over the last 3 years that have helped me and encouraged me and supported me, as well as all of you other members. There's been so many of you that have been so encouraging to my time on the board, and I can't thank you enough. This is a very unexpected deal, and thank you.
Well, now it's time for Mr. Dave McLaughlin to come to the podium. And you aren't too far away, so. Dave is going to become, and he is now, he is our new MSAA president. Give him a good round of applause. I'm going to give you just a little bit of time to talk, Dave. How's that sound?
Well, again, folks, thank you. Thank you. It's certainly an honor that I'm looking forward to. I know that I announced that we're going to go back to Moorhead again for next year's conference and show. I hope to see each and every one of you there. We're going to have a great show there as well. I don't know if I can top this one, but at any rate, I hope to see you there. Kevin, if you'd come up, I'd like to present this plaque to you. It says, presented to Kevin Marion for your leadership, service, and commitment as president of the Minnesota State Auctioneers Association 2025. So thank you, Kevin. Folks, go ahead. Folks, please give Kevin a big round of applause for his conference and show and for all he's done this year. We've certainly faced some challenges, and he's been a tremendous leader to work with. So.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank all of you for giving me the chance to be your president for the past year. It's been very educational. I've learned many things from this great association. It's been a journey, and it was certain I was certain that it would have some peaks and valleys. The support from everyone is greatly appreciated. I have had I've had great board of directors to work with. They've all done a wonderful job. I'd like to thank my family for their sacrifices and their support. I'd definitely like to thank my wife for all her support. She's been wonderful. And in closing, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you're in real good hands with the newly elected president, Mr. Dave McLaughlin. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. There is Hall of Fame rooms like we talked about. There's a couple different, there's the Wolf room, the Bear room, and the Buffalo room. There's Hall of Fame. Eagle, okay, Eagle. Eagle, Wolf, Bear, and Buffalo. Yep. And one person it's tough to thank everybody. I want to thank one other person. She's standing right in front of me right here, Miss Callie Crissup Fitzpatrick. One other quick announcement, and then you won't hear much from me. A little bit later, Gabriel the hypnotist will be back in this room, so if you're interested in that, we'll have a little fun and excitement for you. Otherwise, have fun with the rest of it, and otherwise, have fun for the rest of the night. Thank you, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we can please, Callie said there's a few yet that have not paid for their bill from the contest auction and the fun auction. If we can please remember to stop and pay Callie tonight. She'd really like to get that cleaned up so we don't have to come and find you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Or she will charge your card if you don't. Fair notice. Callie, Hall of Fame pictures. Want to do... Okay, yes. If you want additional ones, over by the screen over there. Thanks, Callie.